Hello guys and welcome to another video. This one is going to be another Grand Summoner video and we're going to get right into it. So I'm using Sequencer and I am 5 Ascension levels in Summoner. So we're going to be testing out my very basic gear, meaning I haven't really invested the resources into God forging them, but still pretty decent gear in my opinion because of the effects of each thing. So the helmet is one that increases the effectiveness of packs. The plate body is one. I'm trying to show you guys, but I don't remember where it is. XD. I think it's actually on the front page, you know. There. Well, just believe me guys, that one increases the effectiveness of packs. This one is easier to find. This one will give us more protection from our summons. This one will slightly increase the power of our summons. And I believe this staff here also slightly increases the power of our summons, but I will double check. And I'm using a lot of debuffing adornments in both staffs. So you see the Caladanda there, and this one, the power of our allies. So I'm going to go ahead and jump into Aceros. And I should double check my spells and just go through them. There, wow, so I didn't have any buffs. Alright, we are back with the spells and we went for a few buffs, a few packs, and the stronger, more relevant summons. So I'm going to be testing this build and seeing what can be done with it. So I'll tell you a little bit about the packs that we're using while we're fighting. So I start with the 2 strong HP ones, high HP ones, just because I'm just a little bit scared of being the target too soon. So I just want it to have something proper to focus on. And I actually should summon immediately instead of trying to put on buffs, but bad habits, and I would summon another Hydra. Now I will put on a Berserk Mushroom and a Worm Song, because those temp buffs are really nice. And a Panacea, not because I need to, but I just like having the HP and mana I need to work with. Then I'll jump into the DC channel and we're gonna try some blood packs. I don't think I should expect much. Okay, that was decent. 800k. Okay, not bad. And then our life pact. So Achilles pact sacrifices the weakest. Let's see. For the wow, so it sacrificed all of those for which one? Wow, that was very bad. So that's garbage. I'm about to die now, I'm sure. That was so bad. Let's see if this can summon 2 of these things. That's fine. That's fine. So our chest piece coming in clutch. And I will summon the last one as a Hydra. And And then I'm gonna Panacea up again just to fill my HP. And we're not going to use Achilles Pact anymore. Let's try a Blood Pact. Alright, that one was pretty weak, but I didn't have on any temp buff or DC, so that is to be expected. And them just waiting away at it, especially with the double downs from this guy, is pretty good. And whenever I see them have temp debuffs like this, I can use the Rada's Pact, which I'm not gonna use right now. I'm going to be making sure that not only do I have HP, that I have my summons all alive. So I'm going to summon the other one again. And I will try for another Blood Pact to try to finish it off while I still have DC up. So not bad. Ideally I would want to use some attacks on him because I have so many debuffs in my staffs, but it just seems to be more efficient to constantly maintain the summons and throw in a Blood Pact every now and then. And obviously this can be done a lot better, but this is just a basic test pretty much. I kind of want to see what the summons are capable of. I want to see what the pacts are capable of. I don't want to just use one single pact, so I'm going to use the Rada's Pact now. And if you noticed, I gave them all a buff. So that took 5 minutes to solo it with pretty much no risk of dying. I'm going to try another raid in 1 second. Alright, so Finesse is usually known as a tough one because he parries. So let's see how my summons deal with that. So I think the best thing to do even before warding, since you have virtually no ward, maybe it might save you too, but I think it's just best to summon your stuff on the field, and that will give you a greater sense of protection, in my opinion anyway, than anything else, because it just has so many targets now. Wow, this motherfucker is doing a bit of damage already. That is very interesting. So he can already, well, I guess that was parry, huh? I guess that was parry. Okay, so I think I'm understanding it more now. So when I put up my temp buffs, I can then use Rada's Pact and put it onto the summons. That is not bad. Interesting. That is interesting. And I'm using the Amity that allows you to keep your temp buffs for a while. Awesome. And now I'm going to use Rada's Pact. So it transferred it directly off of me to them. So now I need to DC again. Oh dear. Alright then. So how much damage did I do and how quickly did I do that damage? So I did 1 mil damage in about 2 minutes, just messing around. Interesting. So now we're gonna go against a debuffer and see just how often I have to use something like Rada's Pact. Though I think Ceros was a debuffer too, this guy really does do a lot of stuff. So you already see Blight and Toxic on them. Let me see if Rada's Pact works on that stuff. And it does not. Okay, so it's strictly temporary buffs. Okay, so we already knew that, but sometimes I like to double check. And this freak is already trying to hit me. Wow. He is doing the most. So I actually like the pet only strategy without using Blood Pact if you're unable to use it, meaning if you're not level 230 yet, but you have to maintain their temporary buffs. So that's the thing. And you're better off using the Worm Song after DC. I don't know why I'm using it before. That was just luck that it all stayed on. I'm gonna DC again. So I'm chugging Panaceas because I do tier 8 content a lot and I just play a lot in general, so I think I will always have Panacea, but you should use your potions wisely if you don't play that much. So I'm just using the pets this time because I don't think I need to use Blood Pact here, but let me see the damage that I would do. And I don't have DC, so just 250k, nothing much. So instead of killing off my summons, I'd rather just keep buffed up and transfer my buffs to them. And I think that might even be more damage over time than me trying to maintain stats on myself and doing Blood Pact. With this strategy, like, the more temporary buffs you do have though, the more you can use Blood Pact. So you can even throw in your Berserk Mushrooms, your Snotra in there. Granted, it's going to neutralize the melee doers, but you're going to be having that strength from Blood Pact at that point, because it is going to, they say it scales off of your magic stat, so it is going to do a lot of damage when you have the magic buffs on. So I might do a full Blood Pact build at some point, but this one is just testing the strength of the actual summons. So some of the stuff that I could possibly include here would be 1, Blood Shift. So let's jump out. So we're going to grab Realm Shift, which gives you unpredictable stats, but it should be interesting. We're also, no, I'm going to do another video on that. And if we aren't using Snotra and we aren't using Blood Pact, I think at that point we could use, but Gunner, I don't think Gunner is going to translate to them, because I have not seen where they're doing more damage with when I do any buffs. So we're gonna look closely at that now, guys. Are they doing more damage when I buff? So let's see. So I should have done one more Hydra, then the very scare, because they always like to come in twos for some reason. Alright, so for now I'm going to do something like Twin Blast, and we're seeing an average of 20,000s. Alright then, so I'm gonna put that on, but alright, so still consistent 20,000s. So my buffs don't affect them, but it affects me, and it affects Blood Pact. So technically, if you're doing this, you need to use your defensive buffs, because at least that way when it does hit you, you have it to protect you. and then you focus on doing your temporary buffs, and that would be enough. So I'm going to be learning this class a lot more in the coming weeks to put out more videos. I think I have a good strategy to do Orn farming with this class, so I'm going to see how that goes, and let me see if it transfers the negative ones too. So it does transfer all of the temporary buffs. Interesting. So if I blood shift and I get some really bad ones, oh, but then if I Radha's Pact again, I believe it should be taking them away. Yeah, let's test that next. That seems, I keep on calling realm shift blood shift, but I actually mean realm shift. Yeah, I did it again. That was perfect, but I did it again because I wanted the negative ones, so I could see if I do it again, if it takes them away. Oh shit. Well, no, this one still has it and that one still has it, so that was just luck. Okay, fine. So realm shift, and that one is a really good roll, and I Radha's Pact, and I drop them on there, and I just DC again, and that is pretty much the cycle if you're going to use the pets only. Realm shift, and I would Panacea here. I actually just need to use a mana potion, guys, but I don't know, I just keep on using Panacea. And I'm going to throw on DC again, and I like it as a cycle, especially when I'm not using any berserk, so I don't have to worry about my HP. And it's very safe to do this boss, because I really hate doing this boss in particular as a heretic, because he just does, wow, okay, and I just did so much with the blood pact by accident. He just does so many status afflictions that it's just a bit annoying to fight. So I'm going to be learning this class, possibly ascending this class. I think I actually want to keep all of my classes at Ascension 5, so when I'm doing content it's more relatable than having 50 ascensions on something and then people are like, how are you doing this damage? And I'm just like, well, you know, because it's very build dependent firstly, but ascensions also play a really big role. So this one isn't bad at all, and I like it. And as I said, sometimes I'll throw in a blood pact in there to kill off the weaker stuff, and then I'll rather pack these stuff so they can maintain themselves. And I'll use a super mana potion here, and I will start summoning stuff again. This time I'll summon more hydras because I think they're the ones doing the blunt of the damage. And then I will still summon one very scary skeleton because he is just so useful with his constant damage down, defense downs, I should say, not damage downs. I'm supposed to be doing those if I'm doing any type of damage to it myself, but I have not been, so I don't even know. But so far it's been good because I haven't been having any problems, and I just keep my HP full pretty much and keep the DC loop going. DC realm shift, and sometimes you'll proc the double ups along with the single ups with realm shift. A bit rare, but it happens, and you just Radha's packed it over to them. I should not have blood shifted there. blood pacted there. That was a mistake. Wow, this thing is taking the full 90 turns to summon. That's nice. So this is a pretty decent class to play. I like it. It's strong at a lot of things. It's very strong at a lot of things. Or a lot of relevant things. And I imagine solo content is really fun with it because you have all of these warriors just ready to give their lives for you. So this is the strength of these summons pretty much, guys, and I'm probably going to end this one here because I think I've shown enough and I think you guys get the gist of what's going on. And next I might do one that shows the direct power of Blood Pact and what I would do to try to buff that up. That one now is where I would start to try to stack multipliers, and I do have another build for that, and I would be including more skills for that, and I would still probably try Realm Shift, but Realm Shift is one of those that you don't want the temporary downs that they might give. But it's not as bad as it seems. I like it so far. And for the Blood Pact build, I would be... Alright, I'm going to do a video for that one for sure because I think I have a pretty nice strategy. I think I know what I would want to do with Blood Pact. So, thank you guys so much for watching as usual, and take care of yourselves.